Hi, I'm Carmen Huey Drew, the founder and owner of Managing Moments. What is Managing Moments? It's a faith-based community that supports people who are grieving. We also give support and ideas to people who are supporting someone who is going through grief. Now, how did I get to this point? January of 2021, I lost my dad. I'm a daddy's girl, so that was my first major loss, and it brought me into this season of grief. My dad was sick with cancer, and we battled with that for about 10 years, almost 11 years with that diagnosis. And I watched my mom be a caregiver to him, as well as they were married for 53 years at the time of his passing. Also, in April of 2023, I lost my husband, which again brought me back into a different sector of grief as a now widow and solo parent. So that is how I got to this point. After losing my dad, I began in church, in my home church, with Grief Share, which is an amazing program. I advise that you check it out, griefshare.org, where you can find a support group near you, in person or online. After a couple of cycles of going through as a participant, I decided to become a facilitator, which was to give back, to just have a deeper healing, closer connection to God in my journey. Not knowing that in the middle of a session, I would find myself coming back as a widow and continuing on. I have the experience of going through Grief Share a couple of times and facilitating 4 or 5 times, and then moving on. My church also does Widow Strong, which is an excellent next step if you are a widow. So after going through Grief Share, after losing my dad, I know my church family was there, but it was really, really hard for me to find another faith-based community that would help me with processing my grief or talking about my grief and understanding how to now live this new normal or just a new season in my life. So what do? Build it. So here I am building this community to provide support to you, a griever. It doesn't matter how long you have been grieving. I want to walk with you and just give you some tips of how I'm managing, because it is a moment by moment thing. One of the things that it has stuck with me from my care community through my church is that we are asked to go through the grief and not around your grief. Grief comes in waves and in cycles. It feels like a typhoon or a hurricane at times, and it's quite often in the beginning. But as time goes on, you still have those moments. They become less frequent. They become less tragic, but you still have them. And for people who support you, they may not know how to support you or what to say or what to do. And I would love to help those people as well when it comes to supporting someone who is going through grief. So I hope that you ride along with me through this journey, and that you find support and you seek God in this situation. Thank you.